Hello, Wildcat fans. We're here with assistant wrestling coach Ty Eustace. Ty, you were with the team this past weekend at the duel against Sacred Heart, and you guys got off to a really fast start. You know, Wyatt with a pin, cameo pin, and then Jake with the tech fall. Let's first talk about Wyatt. I know he had a little bit of a stretch there where he was looking for another win, and he got one this weekend.
Yeah, about as good of a start to a dual meet as you can possibly have, and that's fun to do at home. The other team elected to start at 184, and I think that kind of motivated Wyatt and Cameo specifically to really get out there and kind of represent themselves. So now we know how talented Wyatt is. Has a good start to his true freshman year. True freshman at 184. You know, it's not like he's wrestling a bunch of young guys. So he's doing a good job. He's going to continue to get better in this room with the partners we have in the coaching. So he was really happy. You could see, you know, just how excited he was to contribute to the team there.
Yeah, and you know, with Cameo, obviously he's got some senior leadership and he's been turning it on, so that's huge. So let's move into, I guess, with that next stretch with Josh, Tyler, Tanner, Bryce, you know, all picking up wins there. Josh got a pin, Bryce got a pin. So I guess let's first talk about Josh, because it seems like he's heating up. Really good match against Duke last weekend. Follows that up with a pin this past weekend too.
Yeah, Josh is a really talented kid. He's been here for 3 years. We know what he's capable of. We see it in the wrestling room. A lot with Josh is just confidence, experience. He's been in and out of the lineup. He's been in some big tournaments, some big dual meets. So we're not surprised when he goes out and scores points. He just has to continue to build his offense, build his confidence, and those wins are going to keep coming. But again, he has really shown a lot of things, a lot of point scoring ability. He's exciting to watch when he gets himself ready to roll.
Yeah, and then after that, you had Tyler, kind of a weird match, quick injury, but he picks up his team leading 9th win as a freshman. Just talk about what you're seeing from him.
Yeah, so we love seeing Tyler on the mat. I recruited him several years ago. We know what kind of talent he brought to Davidson, and he's extremely explosive. He loves wrestling. We see it in the room every single day. He's only going to continue to get better too. But his athleticism and the way that he can explode and score points, he's fun to watch. And I think a lot of the maturity and the experience are going to come. And we expect a lot from him, and he knows that. But we just got to keep him progressing and improving every day. That's his focus.
And then you go into 157, stretch there where Tanner Peak is wrestling a lot of overtime matches, grinding out matches. A couple went his way, a couple didn't, but got back in the win column with an 8-0 decision. Talk about what you're seeing from him.
Yeah, we love having Tanner Peak and Bryce Sanderlin back to back in the middle of the lineup. They, just two incredibly talented guys, hard-working guys. They've battled some injuries and some sicknesses in the past. Again, Tanner's going to be in some close matches, and that's okay. He's a super competitive guy. He doesn't give up many takedowns. We're getting into some double overtime matches where it is. We got to try to separate ourselves a little bit from our opponents. He has that ability. There's some preparation things that we're working on with him, some nutrition things we're working on with him. But he's incredibly coachable, competitive, and he works really, really hard. And we love seeing him out there in a Davidson singlet. Bryce, in that same note, just really explosive, can score a lot of points. He's really kind of separated himself this year. He's 4-0 heading into the Christmas break, and I know he's going to heal up. He's going to rest up a little bit, and we're going to see a really explosive Bryce Sanderlin at the Southern Scuffle.
Awesome, and now you guys are getting some time off with the holidays, obviously, and next up you'll have the Southern Scuffle, really big tournament, and then you guys are really going to be into the meat of your schedule with Southern Scuffle, Davidson duels, and you're kind of rolling into conference duels. So talk about this time for your team and kind of what's ahead.
Yeah, it's a much-needed break. Division I wrestling is grueling, and especially the beginning part of the year, we've had a lot of travel, those open tournaments, things like that. We're putting in a lot of work in this room here behind us, and so coaches, staff, our athletes, this is part of the year where you've got to take advantage of a little bit of break. Let those injuries heal, kind of mental health recovery, and just enjoy your family. But, guys come back after here 5 or 6 days off. We'll come back here, get some training before we head to Chattanooga for the Southern Scuffle, one of the toughest tournaments in the country. I know these guys are excited about it, but it's just part of the process for a whole season, doing the right things day in and day out, leading up to competition, and that's where a lot of our coaching efforts really lie, is helping these guys with preparation and just their mindset heading into competition.
Well, Ty, thanks for taking the time before the break, and you have a happy holiday.
Go Cats.